there's getting very basic with it. There's two schools of thought, and it's you build it around an expensive, badass quarterback that can elevate everything around him, and you make sacrifices because of it, or you don't pay the quarterback anything, and that enables you to have a badass at every position on the field. And that's what you get with the Chiefs and the 49ers. And I can't wait to see what matters more. Is it truly the quarterback, or is it having the talent everywhere else?
It is really, really interesting. And, if you're from the 49ers perspective, there's a little bit of luck getting into the position that they're in. They didn't draft Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant thinking he's the quarterback we're going to build around. Every team wants that rookie quarterback on that rookie contract with low cap numbers, so they can build a team around them. But they're always thinking first round money still, not seventh round money. This is just an extreme version of that dream. So they luck into that type of quarterback. They haven't broken the bank for him yet, and it does open up a lot of what they can spend. They can spend on luxuries that most teams can't afford. Not only adding, all pro type players in the lines and in other positions, but think about running back and all they're paying Christian McCaffrey, which bucks the trend that every other team now is living by of do not pay running backs money. And there's a million reasons why they may not be worth it. But for the 49ers, who cares? They've got the extra cap room for it. So Christian McCaffrey's a weapon they think they need. Go get him. And, it's a beautiful thing that, again, teams dream of having that, but they don't even think that having a seventh rounder and his type of cap room is a possibility. That's just something that once you get it, you may as well take advantage of it, which is what they've done.
I think everybody knows Patrick Mahomes, the highest cap hit in the NFL. He signed a $500 million contract that is amazingly a steal for the Kansas City Chiefs at this point. But the wonderful stat from our producers, Brock Purdy, 67th in the NFL among quarterbacks in terms of cap hit. He's costing them $1 million against the salary cap. So if I'm just doing basic math, that means most of the backups in the NFL are costing their teams more than Brock Purdy is. And yeah, to your point, that's why a trade for Christian McCaffrey doesn't hurt your bottom line. That's why Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams, Fred Warner, am I missing anybody? Are all playing on these large contracts. It's what every team dreams about. It honestly, it reminds me a little bit of the Seahawks finding Russell Wilson, except he was a third round pick. It's staggering.
Right. And if you want to blow your mind more, think of if Brock Purdy suddenly next year gets the going rate for quarterbacks, which is around $40 million. Certainly, whether you think he's worth that or not, takes his team to a Super Bowl, takes his team to the NFC Championship the year before. He's a $40 million quarterback in this current economic situation. So raise his cap number by $40 million and then go through the 49ers roster and see who you'll have to take away. It'll probably be a Pro Bowl roster that you have to take away to fit him in. That's how much getting a low-priced guy like Brock Purdy has done for their roster construction.
Okay, and then there's the obvious flip side as well. I mean, we know the Chiefs are capable of winning this game because they did it last year. I mean, obviously the teams aren't completely the same, but a very similar Chiefs roster beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl last year. So even with Patrick Mahomes counting for so much of their salary cap, they are still able to build championship caliber teams. What's going to be interesting for me, and I know, I mean, the Niners are favored. I'm not trying to decide this game a week ahead of time, but they've been here with Jimmy Garoppolo. They knew that he wasn't good enough. That's why they went out and got Trey Lance. It didn't work out. They fall ass backward into Brock Purdy. But what happens if this isn't enough? What happens if Patrick Mahomes clearly proves to be the difference in this game? How demoralizing must that be for a team like San Francisco, basically faced with the reality of, yep, the quarterback really does matter that much, even if you can afford to assemble this Avengers-like roster?
Yep. They'll have a soul searching in the offseason. And look, Brock Purdy's payday is coming. I'm sure his agent after this is going to want to renegotiate his deal. And if not, a year later, he's certainly going to be looking at a big raise. They're going to have to make a decision if they go into this game and Mahomes just obliterates them and Purdy throws a couple of interceptions. Can we win a championship with him? or not? Do we have to somehow dig back into the draft or dip into free agency or just find another avenue? It's harder for them because they're obviously picking late in the draft, but there's always trades. There's other possibilities. There's certainly going to be some quarterbacks available this offseason, but it's not in this economic climate where quarterbacks make so much. It's not a slam dunk that a quarterback who brings his team to a Super Bowl and falls short is automatically going to be the long-term guy. They have to make that decision and just answer the question: can we win this championship with him? If not, doesn't matter what he's done. They're not going to pay him, and they might have to just start looking for the next Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or whatever quarterback, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, that type of franchise quarterback that obviously is so hard to find.